flawed and it's over the top and it reads really smarmy. So I think, but I like, it's funny, like Juicy Joe Giudice has become a sweetie. Like he's been in recent years when he's like on FaceTime with the girls. God, I love him.
Yeah. I've had him on
What
this
a turn.
podcast. I love
Have
me some
you?
Juicy Joe. Like, I agree, a sweetie, very authentic, and I feel he's a very sweet man. I
I
totally
know.
agree.
I know. I know. See, I like flawed. I could like a
Yeah,
flawed
you love a flawed guy.
he's had some tough times.
I like a flawed person too.
Yeah,
Just Louis is slick. It's like you said. It's like, just tell me what's going on to my face, and you could be flawed. I don't
I
care.
know.
But this whole like holistic and this and that, I'm like, no, this is just weird.
Yeah, and you're weaponizing therapy speak. You know what I mean? Like you've
Mm.
had just enough therapy to like know the lingo so that it seems like you're speaking it in a way that's defensible. It's not. It's like it's all very like, I don't know, covertly feels abusive. It's not abusive, but I don't know. It doesn't feel great though.
And
Um, and I don't think her and her brother Joey Gorga can have a relationship, and I think that's a bummer. I mean, it's a real bummer. I
you
think
think it's
it's for the
over.
best. Yeah, I do.
So someone has, I don't think we're on a pause to bring back both Teresa and Melissa. I just don't think that's going to happen. I don't think there's a way. I mean,
I
maybe
don't think
there
they're ever
is.
gonna say goodbye to Teresa though. Like
Yeah, I don't
I don't
either.
want to choose,
I
but I think
agree.
she's the mainstay. That's tough. That's really tough. I don't know. I it's like Jen Aiden is very watchable, but I don't know. I don't like I really it's hard. They're every season, like Kelly Dodd was one of these people, the people that they throw a nuclear bomb. If you're in a fight, it's not just punches or anything like that. It is like, I am going to decimate you with what I say next. And I think she's like that. Jen Aiden's like that. Kelly Dodd was like that. Tamara's like that. It's just like, oh, Marlo was kind of like that on Atlanta. It's tough. It's tough.
I agree
I
with all of that. I did a whole 2 hour show about like how I don't see them getting great. It's like it's almost like Melissa deserves to stay because
Yeah.
you could see a great, fun, light housewives with her, whoever else, but like you could see a light new generation built around her. She does
Yes.
the job. They love Joe Gorga. She
Agree.
she shows up, she does the job. Could be a whole show and she could get along with anyone. She shows up, she punches in, like she is doing the job great. It's almost like that is such a interesting, great dynamic for the future of the show. But I agree with you, whether you like Teresa or not, I just can't see them getting rid of her. I just can't. She's
Mm-mm.
problematic, she's difficult. Now she brings Louis, all that stuff with the bloggers and everything that was like it's they know it all.
Oh, I
I
know.
just don't see it happening. I mean, despite all of that, I think anyone else would lose their job. We wouldn't even be having this discussion or a pause. I think she's the reason we have a pause because she's so troublesome, but yet I just can't see it either. I wish I
Yeah.
could see it because I would like it. I would love it, New
Yeah.
Jersey, without her at this point. I think it's just
I
time.
know.
But I don't see it.
Me too. Even if, yeah. Like, even if they brought the Manzos back, I would, I mean, I like, talk about a
I'd
complex
love that.
family, but I would love to bring the Manzos back. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, New Jersey, the stakes are high because they all really are very close. That's what's always kind of like the hard, and same with Beverly Hills. Like when you have like a family tie in one of the franchises, it raises the stakes. Like you care a little bit more because these are authentic relationships.
Are you excited for the new season of Beverly Hills? I mean, Beverly Hills is my favorite. A lot of people,
Me too.
it's not their
Same.
favorite. A lot of people are like, and I get it. They think it's boring. I want to see really rich people on TV,
100%.
period.
Yeah,
That
me
is what
Couldn't
I
too.
want to
agree more.
see.
I
I
couldn't
don't
agree
want to
more.
see Emily Simpson with a minivan. I use the same example every time, but I don't want to
No.
see it. I don't want to see that the minivan and Gina with 6 bunk beds. And I mean,
Oh
I know this is how
God.
people live. I don't want to see it. I don't know
I
if you
know.
ever watched Bling Empire on Netflix. It was like brilliant. It was like Crazy Rich Asians, the movie, but
Yes.
it was like a reality and it was, I mean, they made the Beverly Hills Housewives seem poor. Like everyone was worth, this one was worth like a billion. This one was worth 800 million. It was
Oh, oh
disgusting. And
my
I
God.
loved, yes, I loved
I loved every
every
second of it.
uh-huh. I
Yeah,
loved
I mean, it's
every
like, look,
second.
I'm not watching my next door neighbors, like Real Housewives of where I live. You know, I'm like, I
Yeah.
want to have some sort of a fantasy world. I miss every single day. I miss Lisa Vanderpump.
Mhm.
Um, I think I've really mourned her. Also, I mourned Yolanda. Like, I really, those were some good times. Those were some really good times. But I love Beverly Hills. I wish the best for Kim always.
Me
I
as well.
don't I think Kathy plays a really sweet little kook, but she's a dark figure. She's a real dark figure.
You're not feeling it with Kathy.
No, I mean, it's like sometimes you'll see it like she plays like, she sees Garcelle and she goes, "Oh, I thought you were Kyle." Like she's like very funny and silly and she's like staying up till 4 a.m. and she brings a box fan on vacation and it's like nuts. But there'll be moments and you see these little glimmers of like when she's calculating, when she's like a shark. And I think that like I don't know, I just think she always once you reveal that, it's like, "Oh, we know that a lot of this is an act." I think a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
hard
it's an
when you
act.
feel like people are acting crazy to get away with bad
To be
behavior.
like a lovable,
Yeah.
like, silly goof,
Mhm.
and it's just I don't know, there's some it and then also, like, it's even before the show, like, just knowing whenever like, I saw Paris Hilton's documentary that she made, like, it just seemed like, a lot of indefensible things, I think, with Kathy that I probably won't be able to let go of.
A lot of people are right there with you. I would love to see
Mhm.
Kim back. I don't know if she's really on brand. Because of Melrose, am a huge Lisa Rinna fan.
Oh,
I
me
think
too.
Yeah.
Me
Oh.
right?
too.
I think this is what I will die on this sword. I think Lisa Rinna is a hustler. I think she does a job when she is hired for a job. She was hired for this job. I think
Amen.
she was all in. Yes, it did consume her, but that is the job. I also think in her final season, she was being patted on the back and rewarded for everything she was done and told to do it.
Yes.
But she's not on the show now and she's not talking about the show. There's $0 that she's paid for this and she has moved on. She is now a
Yes.
fashion model. She's supporting her daughter. She's in the front row in New York. Like has done a Lifetime movie that put money in her pocket. She's already gone on record to say that if the Melrose Place, which I don't think it will be, but that's just me, if like this reboot that they're trying to shop gets, she'll be interested. Like you don't hear her talking about Housewives. I think she would go back. I do, even though she says she wouldn't, because who's going to turn down a
Yeah.
check? But I think, right, she did the job. And I mean, I loved her. I
Yes.
don't get it. I mean, I get why people hate her. You guys agree? Yes. You don't have to.
I like her a
I
lot,
don't
and
hate her. I don't hate her.
I think that she is, one thing that I mean, Andy Cohen even says this, he loves, like, these women fight on all the franchises and they, like, get past it somehow, right? But, like, I think Lisa Rinna is, like, a classic example of kind of forgive and forget. Like, she'll do some shady stuff, she would admit to it, she will apologize, and I think she's willing to move on, but it's, like, because it does seem like I think in the past, it seemed like she was orchestrating a little bit, like,
Mhm.
people never trusted her fully again, but I don't know, I liked the energy that Lisa brought to the table. I think that we're missing some of that, like, pep, like, in that like, a natural excitement that Lisa brought to the cast. Otherwise, it kind of sometimes can feel heavy. Like, Erica brings nothing but a heavy presence. Noth and which is funny because she's like a performer who has like these big, like popish things, but she is so heavy. And
She's
I
And I'd
think we need
stoic.
some
imagine it'll be
lightness.
a big drag this season too with everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Correct.
Yeah, I thought Lisa, did the job so well. That was just me.
I love her hair. I've never wanted her to ever change her hair. And I
Don't
mean, I don't know. I think